I built a custom model to help me predict the future of artificial intelligence music because I'm very interested in how things will pan out. As someone who is a researcher of music and a student of the art, I'm very keen on seeing where things eventually lead. Right now, we are here. We're here in what I would call the Valley of Depression. We at first, as musicians, went through denial and anger, bargaining, and now here in depression. We're still yet to get to acceptance, and that time is likely to come. But let's talk about what exactly is happening step by step. Denial, leading to anger. Session musicians and unions, like the AFM's 2026 lawsuit against UMG and Warner over their own AI settlements, is anger aimed inward at the labels, not just at the AI companies. Bargaining is when the major labels' deals cover only major label catalogs, forcing indie artists to sue separately and wanting to see if any settlement reaches them. Good luck with that. Then we get to depression, building fraud filters, disclosure tags, demonetization rules, yanking music that hasn't been streamed in months, and so on. We will eventually get to testing. Majors with settlements like UMG and Warner moving past the fight to testing licensed AI platforms, supposedly for 2026. We'll see how that goes. Eventually, there will be acceptance. Listeners who are largely indifferent to the legal war will be increasingly attentive to disclosure labels and, per multiple surveys, still choosing human artists when they know the difference. When they don't, they'll probably be okay with what they're hearing. It's all about the earbuds. Yes, the earbuds. Just like taste buds, the ears decide. Now, we have 5 timelines in this industry: legal and licensing, platforms and royalties, labels and majors, independent artists, and ad revenue economics. Each one has had vital steps in the journey. Let's take a look at them one by one, especially legal and licensing. 2024, the majors sue. The big 3 coming down hard on Suno and Udio. 2025, UMG settles in October. November, Warner settles with Udio and Suno. Sony is still the holdout. March 2026, Suno bets on fair use. They file for summary judgment arguing training on copyright music is transformative fair use. June 2026, AFM carry out their bold move to hit inward. They decide to sue UMG and Warner. July 2026, Sony is still the holdout, taking Udio once again to court. Now, we have platforms and royalties. YouTube tightens the rules. July 2025. YouTube has begun to demonetize mass-produced repetitive content. They've been doing that for a while. September 2025, Spotify pulls 75 million tracks. March to April 2026, disclosure goes standard. Apple's Music's AI transparency tags and Spotify's AI credits both launch on the DDEX metadata standard. Every distributor now ships an "is this AI generated" field with each release. It's an echo of autotune though. You will see parallels in my narrative under each of these stages. July 2026, Tidal zeroes the royalty. Tidal becomes the first major platform to stop paying royalties on fully AI-generated tracks outright, regardless of fraud detection, not labeling, but demonetization by default. Labels and majors, 2025, Suno raised $250 million. 2026, UMG relaunches Udio, licensed. The revamped Udio debuts with 4 licensed UMG recordings, but only for artists who opt in, keeping human control explicit in the pitch. 2026, Warner and Suno next-gen models. We expect to see that sometime in 2026. But it's also an echo of multi-track recording. The old workflow doesn't survive, but a licensed, more accountable version of the same capability does. And Sony keeps holding the line, the only major to be in full litigation against both companies. Regarding independent artists, they filed their own case in 2025. 2026, compliance moves downstream. DDEX's new fields require whether a track is AI generated and how, and it now flows through every major distributor. Who knows what else they're planning? 2026, a quiet upside, with fraudulent AI spammed streams filtered out of the shared royalty pool. Several reports found real per stream payouts for legitimate artists actually rose. It's an echo of digital cameras. Lowering the barrier to entry floods the field, but it can also clear out the noise competing for the same pool. Ad revenue economics. Fraud outruns the pool. Industry estimates AI-driven stream fraud at roughly $2 billion a year in misallocated royalties, straining the pro rata model. August 2026, regulation lands. The EU AI Act's Article 50 makes machine-readable marking of AI-generated audio a legal requirement across the bloc. And still in 2026, the next model is already being tested. Q1 2026 earnings called Spotify's leadership floated building new derivatives products directly on top of its licensed catalog, a hint at revenue models beyond the ad-supported stream. My friends, there are many possibilities, causes, and effects that we have to explore. And this is the crystal ball that gives us some clarity as to what exactly is emerging. Consolidation. What if litigation resolves quickly? The ad revenue model survives via reform. Majors and licensed AI platforms could consolidate control. Let's click on this one. Renaissance. Litigation drags on for years, and audiences respond by routing toward live, authentic, human, scarce experiences instead of waiting. What about this? Fragmentation. What if litigation drags on for years and years, and no dominant model emerges? A patchwork of regional rulings and platform by platform rules persist. What about this? What if the royalty pool strains under volume and fraud? Pro rata payout pools were built for smaller, mostly human catalog. Fraudulent streaming firms compound the problem, an estimated $2 billion a year in misallocated royalties. What if model quality keeps climbing? The output will move from novelty grade to genuinely competitive with produced human recordings. We're already pretty much seeing that. So there's causes and effects, and if I click on a node, I get to see what is the cause and the effect. GPU prices keep falling. That will lead to local and open models spreading. Model quality will keep climbing. What could cause the royalty pool to strain under volume and fraud? When AI songs flood platforms, that could lead to ad-supported revenue model cracks. Now, authenticity becomes a selling point even more. When discovery gets harder and trust drops, and that will lead to live performance and community premium rises. Labels could also pivot to licensing and equity, and that could also lead to authenticity becoming an even stronger point. There's also a possibility of new direct-to-fan economics emerging, and a direct result of GPU prices falling, royalty pool strains leading to new direct-to-fan economics, things we haven't even thought of, live performance and community premium rises, and that could also trigger new direct-to-fan economics. So my friends, there are many factors to consider in this journey, and every week I will be expanding and updating this crystal ball to predict the future in AI music for you. Let's have a very quick simulation of what the future could hold. What if Sony eventually settles just like UMG and Warner? Fraud and AI volume could keep outpacing the filters, and the pool could keep leaking value, leading to collapse and rebuild. Let's run another scenario. Sony eventually settles like UMG and Warner did, keeps outpacing and the pool keeps leaking. What if the ad revenue royalty pool stabilizes under new fraud filters and disclosure rules? There's so many possibilities, my friends, but I will be updating this with new data. There is a 33.3% of consolidation and a 66.7% of collapse and rebuild based on my continued simulations. We continue seeing various possibilities. I will keep updating this tool, and I'll keep you posted on my musings.